there. Welcome to Crafted Creations by Annis. Thanks for watching my videos. I appreciate all your comments, your thumbs up, and for you subscribing. I wanted to jump on tonight and just show you, while I had it handy and I thought about it, what's your favorite tape runner? So I wanted to come on because as a scrapbooker, we all have them all. We have so many adhesives. I have a whole drawer of adhesives. So I recently came across this tape gun, and I've been using it a little while now, and I've learned something about it, so I wanted to share it with you. So I do use the scrapbook adhesive squares, and I like how they stick. They're great, I think, for like card projects. They are very handy. They're great, you know, it's a great adhesive. I do use Tombow. It's quick and easy, but I do find it gets stuck. You know, it sticks up in there. But I've, you know, we all have been using that forever. This was a freebie I got. It's probably like a dollar store one. It's actually been running. It's actually been working pretty good. But they, you know, they all run out so quickly. Creative Memories. I do have their vellum one. I have the thin one, but they're very expensive. They stick incredibly, but they're very expensive and they don't last long. So I've come across this tape gun and I am loving it. It sticks well. I have the permanent, and I do like the little strips. What do they call that? Permanent white strips. I guess it is strips. So this is my favorite. They do have a gummed one, kind of like that, like the Tombow, that gummy, just sink. I don't recommend that because when I had that, I did find it got all gummed up in there. And they do have the tabs, but this is my favorite. And my original one was this one right here. And I actually got it from Hobby Lobby. So it was Home Hobby brand. And you can see, you just open them up right here, and the refill goes right inside here. And actually, it's not just from Hobby Lobby. Some of the small craft stores have it, but it's Home Hobby is the refill that was in it. Then I was going on a scrapbook cruise, and I needed to make sure I had enough. So I went to Michael's, and they didn't have Home Hobby brand. They had Recollections brand. So I wasn't sure if Recollections refills would fit in my Home Hobby gun. So I brought myself a brand new gun, and I admit it's a really cool color, and it just so happened to match my carry-on bag. And I was going on a cruise and flying, so I was limited to how much I could take. So it was actually really funny that it matched perfectly. I had no idea when I bought it, so I really looked trendy. But I bought it just because I didn't know if it was going to fit. So I bought a new gun and got 2 refills with it. And then just recently I just ordered, and they were the only one they had. They didn't have any refills. They had nothing with the whole pandemic. I had to get what I could get, and all they had was the gun with the adhesive in it, and they have the Easy Runner brand scrapbook adhesive brand. So this is this brand. So I wanted to jump on because, as I said, I brought this one first, and I got this one just because I wasn't sure the refill would fit. So I have found out since, for those of you that maybe wonder the same question, they do fit. The same adhesive fits in each of the guns. So it doesn't matter if you have the Recollections, the Home Hobby, or the Easy Runner brand, they fit into them all. Even this little space right here, which tells you which one you have, it fits right through here. Grab a piece of scrap here, and you can see works perfectly. It's great. I really love this adhesive. It works really, really well, and it lasts forever. It's, let's say how much it has on it, 150 feet of adhesive. So it doesn't matter what handle you have, you can purchase the refill for your handle. So that's why I wanted to jump on, because how exciting is that? That it doesn't matter which refuel you get. So if it's on sale, or you know, you can only get a certain one, you don't have to buy a whole new gun because of it. You can just buy whatever refill they have, and it will fit into the gun that you have. So again, I just put it in this one and I run it, and again it's perfect in here. Another thing I really like about this adhesive is how many times we have a runner and it breaks. And how frustrating is that? You just refilled your adhesive, you go to use it, and maybe it's your fault, maybe you held it at too much of an angle, but it broke, and you're now stuck with, you know, normally at least a half of a tape runner, and you can't use it. This one, I have found you can repair it because it is a single strand, so it winds around, it comes down here, comes up and around, and it goes onto this cog right here. Now you can actually take this cog off. Of course, it's a brand new one here that I'm going to take apart. But you can take this cog off right here. And here, I'll just do it. It's a brand new one, but I don't care. See how it's just stuck to this cog? So if you are having problems, you can literally cut it where your problem is, stick it, you know, roll a little bit more off, stick it onto your cog again, and then you just put it right back on to here. Then you just have to make sure it's underneath, because it has, you know, a cog system, so you want to make sure it's under, and you're good to go again. I just want to make sure I wind that on so it's nice and tight, and put it right back in, because you know, that's so frustrating when they get all stuck and you can't use them anymore, and they're not cheap, so then you can't even use it, and we're good to go. So I just took it apart and now it's perfect. So I love that. So not only can you put it in any of your handles when it has a technical issue which requires you to go in and fix it, which I've only had it happen once, and I've used probably about 10 of these now. I had one that, what happens is it's very adhesive. I was using this particular paper that was, it's kind of like a kid's paper. I can't think of the name of the paper they use in the schools now, that card stuff they use. So it was kind of tearing, and it was all getting rolled up inside. So it was getting stuck to the adhesive rather than the adhesive coming off the gun. And it was all getting rolled up in there. So I had all this adhesive on the inside, all this paper on the inside that was all getting rolled up in here. So the inside was full, and that's what happened. So it was actually the paper I was using that caused the problem. That's the only time I've ever had that happen. I guess it's a craft paper. But yeah, so I really, really, truly, highly recommend this particular handle type. So I do, again, like the tabs. And I find that Scrapbook Adhesive is a really great brand. The Recollections is a really great brand. The Home Hobby adhesive stuck really well, but I do go with a permanent. I don't go with a repositionable. I find that if I lift it right away, even with a permanent, if I stick it, I still need to move it. As long as I do it right away, I can. So I use the permanent, and I've been really happy with it. So that's why I wanted to jump on and just tell you that I really, truly, highly recommend these, and that the answer is yes, you can use your refill in any of the handles. So that is fabulous. I hope this video was helpful to you. Please remember to give me a thumbs up if it was, so I know what kind of video you enjoy. And have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay well, and happy scrapping.